Hi guys, it's Maaike. Today I'm back for the Christmas craft creations. Our August theme is anything goes, and I made little treat boxes, treat bags, something in between. They open at the top, but they don't have a handle. I use these chocolate coins, and well, starting now in August you can get them for Sinterklaas, which is December 5th, and or Christmas. I also use some Christmas baubles or ornaments as well. They are a tad bigger. And the first time I made a box 4 coins thick, but then I would have needed a piece of paper that's 6.5, and I thought that was a bit of a waste. So instead I just put 3 coins in there, and it makes it a little bit shallower, 3/4 of an inch to be exact. So you can use one sheet of 12 by 12 and cut 3 by 6 inch pieces, and you get 8 out of one sheet. And here's how I do. At first I lay it on the paper, then I kind of trace around it and see what is useful. So of course you can make it any size that you want, but I always like to make it so that it fits from a certain standard size of paper. So 3 coins, I think that's a nice treat. I mean, it's just a filling stocker, or yeah, I don't know if you can still do them this. Wow. So I cut different colors of paper, and to show you here, this 12 by 12, you need 6 and 3 inches. You can get 12, or sorry, 8. I think that's good value. You get about 3, I think, from one net, or whatever you put in it. You don't have to put in what I have. The finished box is 2 inches wide by 2.25 high and 3/4 deep. And I see in the Netherlands we have this linen carton that's a little bit shallower, but it would still work. Your glue flap would be a tiny bit smaller, but you can only get 2, and then you have waste. So use 12 by 12. And you score at 3/4 of an inch, 2 3/4, 3.5 inches, and 5.5 inches. And then you turn it and you score at 3/4. And that's it. So easy. So 3/4, 3/4, 2 3/4, 3.5, and 5.5. So you do this in like an assembly line style. You can do many. See, whether you score this side first or that doesn't matter, because the cardstock is solid. And you can, of course, instead of what I'm doing, putting faces on, just use pattern paper. I mean, it's all up to you if you want to try them. The pattern is free to download from my blog, and it's also at the end of the video, but that might be a bit hard to see. I would suggest you do redraw your own to make it the right size. So this side has a smaller flap, that's the 1/2 inch flap, and that's the side we're gonna notch. And then the little squares at the bottom. And then I use hot glue, so I think that's nice and sturdy. And then you look where the seam is, that's the back, and then you fold accordingly. So, and here's your little box. Look, oh. See, these are the little ornaments, baubles that I set. I'm not sure if they're hollow, but they're all tinted. And these are a tiny bit thicker than my 3/4 inch, but they fit, you know, it's paper, it will give. And you can put in as many as you want, of course, they will fall out more easily. So, you determine what's the back, that was where the seam was, and then I got a bunch of stuff, and also a bit of scrap paper. And those circles that you saw, there were labels that you can buy, colored and round like that. And I used them for my monster book page marker thing so many years ago. But you can use them instead of googly eyes. I also use googly eyes just to show you that it's all cute. And I mean, kids will destroy these or eat what's inside. Probably not keep these boxes anyway, so they don't have to be masterpieces. And you don't need any special tools for this, just a scoreboard. Yeah, I was looking for my gold pen. I couldn't find the one, just this gel pen that's not very good. And the one with the paint, I couldn't find it. So I went for white in the end. So that makes a nice thick. I don't like it very much, but it's a cheapo. You put it in. I mean, it looks like Santa anyway, so I didn't want to go through the trouble of die cutting squares within squares to make his little clasp. That didn't make any sense to me. You can, of course, if you want. So I was thinking what kind of characters are Christmassy, and I thought a reindeer, brown. Also I got black and grey. I didn't use the grey because I thought the grey could be a mouse, because nothing was stirring, not even a mouse. White for snowman, red for Santa, of course, and I thought maybe green for the Grinch, or white as well for the, what was he called, Jack Skeleton from The Night Before Christmas. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe an elf with green. I didn't go that far. I just show you the idea, and you can run away with it if you want. So as always, the links are down below, to my blog for the pattern and to the Christmas Graphications blog if you want to take part in the challenge. And here are some googly eyes. I think they might be a little bit too expensive for treat box, but they look so cute. And I have many, so. For the nose, I'm using one of those price stickers. It might be a little bit big, but it makes it more comical. I think they're price stickers, I don't know actually, but you can buy them at the office supply store. And I thought black. I wasn't sure. It looked black, then it didn't. But yeah, penguin. One side of my paper is textured and one is smooth, so I like to keep the smooth one outside. But that's not mandatory. You can do whatever you want. It's the Anything Goes challenge. You don't have to make treat boxes either. You can just make a card. But yeah, it's always the same. Just stick it down. Make sure you know where the seam is and stick the flap. So you have a nice seamless front. And for it, I'm just cutting a bit of white scrap. Oop. And you can see here it's 2 inches by 2 1/4. So just a bit under that would give you that body penguins have. And here I tried it to make that indentation in the front and cut it by hand. That was a bit over jealous of me, so I just used the coin to trace a curve and then cut it to size. So I didn't measure that properly, but it's okay, it's scrap. And you just stick it on. I mean, I think it looks like a penguin. And then here are those stickers. Some I just colored with a marker, so I didn't have the right color. You need to let it dry a little bit though, because it will smudge your fingers. And for his little beak, a triangle. I mean, it's not rocket science, is it? So anyone can do this, I think. You can make them with your kids. But it's so cute. Look, you put 2 eyes on it and it looks completely different. And yeah, I don't know what those triangles are, but I thought that would look like flippers. So I just traced them on this other bit of paper. I cut them out. And I probably stuck them on the wrong way, because I think the white bit should have been at the front, but yeah. Silly Mike. And you don't have to put these on, but I thought they make it look more like a penguin. And yeah, there's the double-sided tape on the bottom, but yeah, I'm going to stick it on the other side, so I need more glue. Oh, so cute. And now it needs eyeballs and pupils. And to make these little tiny rounds that I also use on Santa, I just use a hand punch. Yeah, that little indent was a step too far for me. See, I had this pen, like this paint marker in gold, and I couldn't find it. I might have dried up on me, because it was quite old, but I don't know. White's fine as well. You can put stickers on there if you like, but again, I think that's too much work. And white, I thought could be polar bear or snowman, and I went for snowman. With googly eyes. He's a bit hot. For the carrot, I just got a sliver of orange and then a few more of those charcoal rounds that I already used up. But see, this is the hand punch I use. And you just use scraps of paper. This also has the release paper behind, so it makes it easier. Or release paper, the double-sided tape. Make some stickers. You can actually draw in the mouth if you prefer. But yeah. That was a bit big. Still works though. And for the eyes, googly eyes. See, I have many, so I don't care if I use a few on these boxes. 2 sides. Eyes would be cool and comical as well. I went for the same one. And here's my little snowman. It's all fabulous. So that's my idea for the August theme. Anything goes. As I said, all the links are down below. Pattern is on my blog if you want to download it. I hope you will play along, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.